What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Solana today. Sol, a little bit of Sol. You know, personally, I'm not like, I don't see what all the hype is about Sol. I'm probably not going to invest in it personally. I think it is overhyped. I think it is an overhyped coin. I mean, we can go to CoinGecko here, and this is guys, this is just my opinion on it. It's not. We're going to do the charts. I think the chart looks kind of good. Okay, so let's just put that out there first. But you know, it is a top 9 coin. But if we look at it, right, the max supply is infinite. Okay, the total supply is this as of right now. The fully diluted supply is roughly 40% more than what it is now. I don't normally like coins like that, man. That means that the price, the market cap can stay the same, but the price will go down. Price is going to have a harder time going back up. Already, you know, to go to its previous all-time high, it's going to have to achieve a higher market cap than it had at that moment. And we can kind of see this in the chart, actually, if you want to look at it. If we were to do top to bottom here on this chart, it went above its 1272 on the market cap. But if we go to Sol USD, just the price, and we were to do the same measurement, right, from top to bottom on this, it looks the same, but look at that, it didn't actually go above the 1272. And that's because when it goes back to the same prices, the market cap will actually be higher, which means it's going to be harder to go. It will be harder for Solana to go back up here. I'm not saying that it won't. I'm just saying it will be harder for it to. And right now, its market cap is at $11 billion. That's no small feat, guys. $11 billion. If we were to go back up to its previous all-time highs, that would basically be a 10x. You would have a $110 billion market cap. Is that possible? Yes. Has that happened before in crypto? Yes. Has that happened before with Solana? No, it's never seen a $110 billion market cap. This is just more of what I was saying. You know, we can go on the max here, and you can see its max market cap actually back then was not even $80 billion, right? You can see it right here. It wasn't even 80 billion. But now that there's more coins in circulation, because there's an infinite supply, and right now the total supply that's out there isn't even, we're not even fully diluted yet, to achieve this exact same price, you'd have to have a $110 billion market cap off of what was, once upon a time, less than $80 billion. That's what, 80, 90, 100, 110. It's over 30. It's probably closer to like $35 billion extra off of an $80 billion asset. What is that even, man? Let's do it. Like Google calculator.com, and we'll be conservative. Let's just say 30. It's more than 30. It's actually at least 31. So let's say that. But 80 divided by 31, it's actually more than 31. But let's just say that. Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. I had this. I always do this backwards. Actually, 31 divided by 80. That's what it is. To achieve the same price for Solana to go back to its all-time high, it would have to achieve a 38, almost 40% higher market cap than it did back here, right? Again, for it to go back to this all-time high, if we go to the Sol market cap chart, it would have to, this all-time high, by the time price breaks its all-time high, this thing's already going to be well above its all-time high, okay? It's going to be about 40% above that, which would be, you know, about there, you know, 113, yeah, that's about right, because I said 111 billion, so a little bit less than that, right? But 111 billion, 110 billion, something like that. That makes sense to me. Anyways, guys, just to put it in perspective, if you wonder why Solana doesn't perform as well as you might expect it to, it's probably because of this. If you look at the market cap, it's actually performing quite well. When it gets up here, it's going to be 40% more in its market cap valuation. But because there's more coins, the people, the company, the whatever, the developers behind it are the ones printing these coins. They're the ones cashing out, right? Anybody that's long-term investing on this, their investment is going to get hurt because of this dilution of the supply, or adding to the supply. It's not being diluted. I don't know. The uncirculated supply. The uncirculated supply is being diluted into the circulating supply. I think that's how you'd word it. I don't know. But enough semantics. Let's actually get into the chart itself. Let's look at it, you know, and see, because I am serious. I do think that it looks nice. I do think it's going to go higher. It might even break its all-time high. I actually believe that it has a solid chance of doing that. I wonder, is that the only chart that we got? Okay, Binance has a little bit more. Let's use the USDT. Here we go. You know, this is the part where the video is like actually starting. So all the other stuff was just kind of a ramble, but still valid, still good points. Look at this. We rejected the 382. We actually bounced right off of it. You know, we tipped it. This is a common area to find resistance, guys. It's not uncommon. We could go above it. If we were to go above it, the 618 would be in play, which is at about $70. But it's very common, you know, to first find resistance, come back, find support, and then go up. We could just go straight up from here too. It's not completely uncommon or unheard of to do that either. But with the wick that we're seeing, we only have 1 day and 6 hours left. Let's actually look at the other indicators here. Let's look at the RSI. RSI doesn't look half bad. You know, it doesn't. I'm gonna say that it doesn't look half bad. You've kind of got this ascending form, right? You've got higher highs here, higher lows here. Looks good. It's a little bit overextended right now, in my opinion. So I think you know, price will probably come down over the next day or so. But this is on the weekly. It's harder to say. Let's see. What again? I think this, right? It was just about to the 1272, and you rejected it. Actually, this from a technical standpoint doesn't look good. Whenever you can't even get to the 1272, there's so much selling pressure. But again, I'm going to chalk that off to the fact that we did get to the 1272, but we did it on the market cap chart. We didn't do it on the price chart. So you know, here we did. So I'm not gonna, generally this kind of look would be bearish, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say that it's not so bearish. It's actually common, and we will likely from this point go back to either the 886, which is down here at $25, right around here, potentially the 786, which is at like $23, or even down to the 618, which is all the way back at $20. Any of those three targets are very likely to happen before we move up again from here. Again, I would think that we break $25 before we break the current high at $32.13. That's my genuine opinion just looking at it right now. Let's keep going. Let's just see here. Again, I like the RSI. I have no qualms with it at all. I think it looks fine. You are above the 50 on the long-term RSI, and you are below the purple line. That's actually a very good thing. That's generally a good time to buy, generally, but not always. Let's see. You've been above the 50 for quite a while, and you've been below the purple line for quite a while. So this rule might not, maybe you need to get above like the 52 or something like that for you to get above the purple line. I don't know. Looking at the daily, very overbought. You are very, very overbought. Very impressive move, guys. This is a very strong move, no doubt. This is, let's see, going back throughout all the time in Solana's history, you've only been up in this area like 1, 2, 3 other times. You know, this is definitely a strong move, and you just went straight up, man. You definitely did. It's looking good. You've got higher highs, higher lows. To be fair, you are getting toward the 90 area. You are definitely hot in the RSI. You could climb higher. It is possible. And on a daily perspective, having more and more days closing green, that's only going to move this higher. But I doubt that you move too much higher in the RSI. And again, I really do stand by it. I don't think that you're going to break this high before breaking below $25, which from here, that price would be let's see, from the current price, 25, breaking below $25 would basically put you at a 10% loss from the current price. And then again, maybe at a maximum of a drop, you could expect to see, where is it here? Hold on, I'm sorry. Go back to the weekly. Oh my goodness, it's all over the place. Back to the 618, which is right around $20. Okay, so $25 to $20, somewhere in there. Not a dramatic drop, from the current price. Maybe like 10 to 15 or 20% of a drop. It's not too bad. It could go lower. It's possible, I guess. Okay, so that's like a 27% drop at the most, actually. It could go lower than that. It doesn't have to bottom there, but if we drew a line at this 618, we put a nice horizontal line. You can see you found support on this area previously in Solana's history, and it kind of is in the middle of this like price range here. Like if you took this whole, well, I guess that's the 618, isn't it? That's not the middle. Yeah, that is the 618, right? That's why we just drew that. So never mind. But I mean, it's close enough. Whatever. So maybe you do go below the 618 even. Maybe you go through there. And I think a good way to kind of determine that might be measuring this fib here. Let's just see, right? Okay. So yeah, the 0.5 on this range is actually right where the 618 was. If we were to go lower, I bet this 618 would hold, or maybe even the 0.69. It's not uncommon to go a little bit below the 618 to the 0.69 and then go back up from there and close above the 618 like that. You can wick below the 618 and then come back up and close above it. But this line, the 0.69 area, is right where we had kind of support previously. So that could be an expectation. I would say that going below $20 is even possible. At the most, though, I would say 17. I wouldn't expect it to go too much lower than that, you know, and even 17 I think might be a stretch because this is a pretty strong move. It does look good. You know, contrary to how a lot of these coins are moving, you didn't have your big move first. You had it more methodical, and then you had your big move at the end to finish your rally. I like that more. That to me is more telling that you're going to have a more systematic downturn. I do, again, I want to be clear, I do think that we are in the midst of the next move down, you know, but it's not going to be dramatically down, you know. Maybe we go, at that point, that would put us actually like right around $25. So maybe we do go to $25. But again, if I'm being confusing, the range I would give it to go from here would be between $17 and $25, somewhere in that range. We're at 27.9 right now, so that's not too far away. Looking at the long-term RSI, you broke above the 50, and you are above the purple line, solidifying the fact that you are definitely in an uptrend, in my opinion. You're above the purple line, you're above the 50, you're above the purple line, and yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. I definitely like it. I do think that we have a little retracement from here, like the rest of crypto, but it's good. Where's it gonna go ultimately? Let's look at the more long-term stuff, I guess. Right. So if you want Solana to break above its previous all-time high in price, if you want to do that, the first thing that you need to do is break through this 618 here, which is right around what price is that? That's around like $68, right? I think that's what it says even. 68.76, so like around $69. You break above that on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, whatever. If you can closing above that, and wouldn't you know it, the purple line's right there too. If you can close above this 618, you have a good chance of going to these extensions, which are anywhere from $670 to $2,233, somewhere in there. And you know, up to here would put it at 110. Let's see, what would that do? 110. Yeah, a move like that, even to the 618, is possible. That would keep Solana under a $1 trillion market cap, which we have seen before. We've seen coins go to several hundreds of billions of dollars before. Not many, just Bitcoin and Ethereum. But there will be a third and a fourth and a fifth coin that does that. Which one is it going to be? I think Solana has a solid chance of doing that. I don't know if it'll be relevant in the long term, like in 10 years. Will it be relevant? I don't know. But you know, in the coming bull market, at the moment I would anticipate that we will see some price somewhere in this range. And at the moment, I would lean toward the lower ends of this range because again, even though it might seem like an unimpressive rally, the market cap is actually going to do much more impressive things. It's going to be 40%, 50%. By the time that we're done, that'll be like a year and a half from now. I mean, let's just see. Let's just see here. If we're at the current price, this is 20 bars, 20 months. So that's almost 2 years, a little bit over a year and a half, right? If we have like basically a year to 2 years of this bull market to go, right? That the halving is going to happen like in 8 months, and then we tend to have like 8 to 10 months after that of bull market. So if we have like a year and a half left of upside, and already in 2 years, just under 2 years time, we've seen the math, right? It's at a 38% difference now. Like to go back up to this, I know I sound confusing, guys, but bear with me, right? If to go back up to this price already after 20 months, it's going to be an extra 38% in the market cap. What's it gonna be at? You know, how much more of a percentage difference is it gonna be in another 2 years or another 20 months? You know what I mean? It's gonna be greater because again, the max supply is unlimited, and the max supply as of right now, out of the total supply that's out there, it's not even fully diluted. So the market cap will definitely gain more than the price will in this coming bull market, and I think that will stagger price a little bit, which is why I am expecting that of the extensions we probably see one of these lower two and not the 1618. But before we even look at these areas, the area to watch is $69, $68 to $69. Closing a monthly or a weekly candle, or both really, above that would be a very good sign. I hope I wasn't too confusing there, guys. I know I kind of stumbled over my words, but I hope it made sense. It made sense to me, but I know I can be confusing. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got to say for it right now. If we can look at it on the 4-hour, you've got this. You've got bearish divergence on the 4-hour. You've got lower highs in the RSI. You've got higher highs in the price, and it even looks like it's rolling over. This kind of looks like it wants to do like a, like an M pattern, right? You've got your little M there. It could go this low too. M's generally do, where they form, they generally do on the second line go lower than where they formed. So that wouldn't surprise me. That would take us right around this purple line, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. So for the moment, downside to come anywhere between $17 and $25 is where I'd give it. Probably not the extremes of either of those. It's probably in the middle there. But that is the range I'm giving it. It is kind of a big range, but that's the range I'm giving it. And then from there, we will, hopefully make strides up to about $70, about $70. And this thing likes to move pretty methodically. It looks like it likes to do its thing over time. And then these are big moves, don't get me wrong, but the biggest move happened at the end of the rally. So you'll probably see a nice methodical move up, and then you'll get your big move at the end of it, something like that. But that's all I got for you guys right now. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.